Good morning, everyone. Ev, look at you. First thing in the morning. Here, I'm gonna move my tea over here real quick. Good morning. Get some hypes in chat for Ev there. Exclamation point hype. You can use those handy dandy hype emotes. Thank you so much, Ev. What a morning. Okay, let's scroll up, see who we have here. Hello, Hannah and Chris and Kenny and Lainey. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And Michaela, good morning. Let's see. And then there's Evelyn and Sick Girl. Now, Sick Girl, I was in a stream a few days back, and I think you said your name was Lisa or Liza? I mean, if you want to go by Sick Girl or if you want to go by Lisa or Liza or whatever, you just let me know. And look at Steve. Let's see who else. And Janine, good morning. Louise, good morning. Mimi, good morning. Sounds good. Sounds good for the lurk. Well, I wasn't able to get completely caught up, but I was able to get some caught up because honestly, yesterday was super busy. Soon as the kids got home, we loaded them up again, and little Emily went out and sold her remaining inventory of her Girl Scout cookies. We did a door-to-door thing. By the time we got back, it was dinner time. It was crazy, but we are here now. Hi, Shannon. Now, if anybody was here on, what's today, Wednesday? If anybody was here on Monday, they saw my little calamity of the flying camera. Well, to remedy that, A, I have something securing the tripod today, but B, I went ahead and got myself, sorry, I'm making sure I have chat up here. I got myself a new rigging for the camera, which should hopefully be here before the end of the week? I don't know. I paid for priority shipping on it because I want it here like ASAP, but it's this whole new rigging, which also means that I may be able to zoom out further for bigger projects, which could be really cool. But anyway, long story short, it will be immensely more secure to the desk, and we will have no more, you know, super fun, woo, rides across the desk. Fingers crossed. Good morning, Melissa. Lees, rhymes with cheese. Cheese, please, please. Oh my gosh, I love that. All right, Lees, perfect. I remembered like vaguely like you spelling it out, but I think I was like also lurking, so I was working at the same time and it just like didn't register. But anyway, either way, I'm super excited for the new rigging and I can't wait for it to be here. So Ev, your wonderful, amazing dono will go towards that for sure. But I'm super excited, and just one more upgrade to the stream to make it extra super cool and awesome. It's as far as that is concerned, we are working in Hanna Karlzon's. The book is Tales from the Forest Kingdom. Hang on. It's always so much warmer in here when I start than afterwards, and I'm wearing a sweater. So we are going to eliminate the sweater here real quick. 1 second. Whew. All right. We are good now. All right. So little bubble beside the chat. Is there bubbles now? I love bubbles. I like bubbles. Hi, Stephanie. Good morning, Daniela. Good morning. What's a bubble? Is it like a mod tool? That's cool. I like extra mod tools. But so we got started on this last time and we're just gonna keep rolling with it. I didn't get quite caught up with the frames in the inside windows and the flowers. I did get caught up on, says stand out. Oh, wait, is it the little thing that flashes on the super chat thing? Because I think that always happens when you first pull it up to like, I don't know. Anyway, so let's go ahead and dive in. So we're gonna start on the border because I want to do leaves and brown. Sounds good, Thea. What the flip is it? Wait, is it like a hovering bubble or is it something that just kind of, oh, it's new. Ooh. As soon as I type out, cool. Huh. That's cool. Maybe new mod tools. So now, I don't know, click it, see what it does. Watch, the whole thing just shuts down. Can you imagine? All right, so colors we're gonna start with for the brown are going to be 77 and 76. Okay, stand back, I'm gonna click it. Everyone, just gonna click it. What happens? Message me on Instagram. Okay, cool. I'll take a look, Elizabeth. All right. And then numbers. Although, Elizabeth, if it's in reference to your message what was it, yesterday? I did get that. I did get that. I will message you after stream. I will message you after stream. Oh, it's a new super chat button. Oh, weird. Huh. Yeah, it's nothing that I changed, so it must be an upgrade or something for YouTube. Kind of like when they rolled out the, like, it doesn't show how many dislikes a video has anymore, just like new things. But yeah, thank you again for that, Ev, right there first thing in the morning. Okay, so we are gonna start by zooming in and making sure we're in focus. And we're gonna start with number 77. Oh, is it new for everyone? Is it just on mobile? Maybe I need to update my app because I don't see it on my phone. Or I wonder if it's only on PC. Intrigue. I don't know. All right, so number 77. Maybe it's like one of those things like on Facebook where it's like slow rollout for only some users as they see like how it works. I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna start with 77. The idea is I want this to be kind of like a branch. And then with the leaves attached, we have some different kinds of leaves, so we'll do some different kinds of greens as well. Really? Oh, how funny. Yeah, I don't have anything on mine because I just pull up chat, like, so I have a secondary screen. I just pull up chat on my phone and pull it, like I've got it on my computer here to the right, but my computer monitor, I've got like an L-shaped desk. So it's like, this is all the workspace and then the desktop is over here. So I put my phone here so I have an easier glance. You have to start chatting. Oh, weird. Huh. Shannon, I don't have it on my, can you screenshot it just so I can see what it looks like? And then just message me. I'm just curious. Once you start typing, it pops up. Weird. Hi, Paul. How are you? Yeah, I wonder, like I said, I wonder if it's just like a slow rollout for thing. Oh, well, I guess we'll see. It's like a talk box with a star. Interesting. Very interesting. There's got to be an article somewhere about it. I'll have to research afterwards and be like, you know, YouTube new features or something. Actually, I'm going to go and click on that now because I'm curious. Oh, interesting. Huh. Yeah, it's probably just like some sort of new feature they added. Well, it's stupid. I'm sorry. I didn't make it do it. I swear. It did it on its own. Ah, glad you're doing well, Paul. All right, so we're still using 77. I'm not putting the brown all the way here because I want to make sure we can kind of fade in that green. So also like so hyper aware of where, like I've never been so paranoid about my tripod legs before. I'm telling you, I cannot wait until this new thing gets here. The way that it's set up, imagine like an upside down U shape, and then it's got feet that you can actually, if you want to, bolt it to your desk. Now I'm probably gonna figure out a different way to rig it because I like being able to, you know, take it down and move it and everything, but you could technically bolt the whole thing to the desk. So like I could be like freaking out and it won't go anywhere. There it is when you click, dang. Here's as a star, guess I'm special, there you go. Oh, well, happy birthday. Yeah, it did its own thing, there you go. But yeah, I'm super excited. Of course, I always get excited whenever there is like an upgrade. Anything to make the stream flow more easily and, you know, not go flying across the table is always good. It's always good. Oh, okay, cool. Here, let me see real quick. Click, 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 phone. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that just straight up, that just takes you right in there, doesn't it? Well, I guess YouTube's like, well, let's get this thing rolling. Well, I have an L-shaped desk. I have an L-shaped desk, Elizabeth, so it would have to be pretty dang heavy to cause it to topple. Well, yeah, knowing me, it's always still a possibility. Okay, we're gonna use 76. But either way, I'm super excited. And also because like, so I was originally going to get it on Amazon, and it's like, oh, sure, you can order it here, but it won't be here until April 3rd. And I'm like, April 3rd? It's not gonna help me at all. April 3rd's not helpful in any way, shape, or form. So I went to the company. The company's called like Glide Gear. So it's basically camera equipment and whatnot. And I was able to find it, and it had a coupon, and I could get priority shipping. And it was the last one. After I bought it, you go back to the website, it says it's out of stock. And I'm just like, well, that worked out well. So I was really excited. My little nerdy side getting excited about camera equipment. But it should give me more range of motion as well. All right, so now number 73. But yeah, little Emily did really good yesterday doing her cookie sale. She didn't go door to door last year because we were still, you know, the pandemic was still pretty monstrous and everything, and there weren't as many, you know, safety things out. But anyway, she did good. She went to, you know, door to door. She was a little nervous about what to say and everything, but I think that's the whole thing with, you know, the Girl Scouts is it's practice and kind of breaks her out of her shell a little bit, teaches her responsibility and confidence and all that good stuff. So she had a good time. I saw that, Stephanie. Yeah, there's a 3 for 2 book sale going on. All right, so now number 38. 38. We're gonna start doing some of these leaves and kind of work it into the wood. Plus, it only took us about 2 streets for her to sell out of her stock. I mean, we didn't have a ton. We had like 2 full boxes left of what we had, but I was impressed with how well she did. Oh, that? I was hoping it wouldn't show up too much in there. Pretty sure it was our older kitty. Pretty sure it happened while I was sleeping because I wasn't playing with them. And I just remember it was like 2 a.m. and I suddenly woke up because my hand hurt and the older kitty was walking across the bed and I didn't think anything of it. And it wasn't until this morning that I saw it and I was like, oh, okay, so that actually did happen. So yeah, that was just the older kitty, and I think my hand just happened to be in the way because, I mean, they're all over the bed when we sleep and everything, and I think I was just, you know, I was drive-by scratched. I was drive kitty scratched. I don't know, but she did it as she was just like walking across me. It's like, oh, thanks for that. I appreciate that so much. That's exactly what I wanted. Good morning, Snookit. It's one thing if I bring it on myself because like I'm antagonizing one of them. But when it happens in my sleep, yeah, Michaela, I haven't had a chance to respond. But to be perfectly honest, when I was talking about it the other day, I met a publisher. I'm my own illustrator because I draw my own stuff. So I'm good right now. But thank you for the offer. Sip of water here. Okay, so let's then grab number 50. Okay, and then let's grab number, hi Pickle. Pickle, do you like to go by Pickle or Jody? What do you prefer? Because I hear both. All right, so 52. And then we're going to do some warmer greens. So the idea is it's a different color green on the outside as it is the inside. So I really know how it is. I always have scratches on me, right? Like sometimes like I can't help it because, you know, I'll play with the cat and, you know, I'll be antagonizing him. So if, you know, they attack me, odds are I probably brought it on myself. But I was just like, come on, dude, I'm sleeping. That's kind of rude. All right. So number 57. And I think now, just because I live stream with it so close up to my hands, I'm like hyper aware now when they attack my hands. It's like, thanks guys. Oh my gosh. Not all of them are indoor, right? Like, can you imagine if all of your pets like were strictly indoor all the time? Like, Right? No outfit is complete without a cat hair. I'm sure I have some on me somewhere here. Annie has taken, I have a little stool in the bedroom that sits for Christmas. Steve got me a vanity. It's just a, a nice little small one that we, sits in the corner. But anyway, it's Annie's favorite place to sit now. And she is a black cat, and it is a white cloth stool. So you can imagine how much that actually shows up. It's so funny too. So recently we put another water bowl upstairs for the cats. I'm using number 38. And it's really funny because Paul actually, number 52, he actually has a preference on which water bowls he uses now. Like, he doesn't like to drink from the downstairs one anymore. Like, he's always coming up here specifically to drink the one upstairs. And it's like, does the one up here taste better or something? I don't know. To have at least 2 more calico and a tortie. Oh, yeah. Our older kitty, she's they call her a Torby. She's a tortoise and a tabby mix, but she's super fluffy and also super sharp clawy. Aw, Boots, well, I hope that goes well for you. All right, so using 38. So like I said, I'm just trying to kind of fade in these greens with the branches. Okay, we'll grab number 52 again. Okay, and then let's grab number 56. We're actually going to bring some of this green into the branch a bit. Okay, then number 52 again. There we go. Yeah, so it'll be kind of like a brownish green. Hello, Kennedy, how are you? Michaela, I can chat with you about it later, but being a publisher is a lot more complicated. What you're talking about is being a copywriter. A publisher is a large company that prints and distributes your book. So that's the difference between it. A copywriter is someone who writes the introductions. The illustrator is someone who draws the picture. So that's not so much what it is, but we can chat more about it if you want later. But yeah, a publisher is a rather large company rather than an individual. Right? They do. Yes, I had a calico when I was in high school. She was a really good cat. All right, number 76. We're probably going to take 77 and add in a few more like contrasting wood lines to kind of make sure it doesn't get too muddied here, because with the blend of the green and the brown, it can get kind of easy to do that. A ginger named Sophie. Oh yeah, we had Oliver was an orange one that we had, and he had a fair amount of sass as well. Hi, Pamela. Okay, now we're gonna do number 77. And I'm just pressing a little bit harder now because I want to get some of that kind of just sort of streaky texture in here just a bit. There we go. Not too shabby. Oh my God. Okay, Shannon. So when we lived in the apartment before we moved here, hang on, we're gonna use number 38. We had just one bathroom, and so basically we had to share rooms with the kitty litter boxes. Like, we didn't have We didn't have an extra room specifically that we could do that. Well, now this new place that we have 2.5 bathrooms. So the half bath is where we keep the litter box. And it was so funny because I told Steve, I was just like, Steve, we don't have to step on kitty litter anymore. Like, you can sweep it up and you can buy all the fancy mats to try and get it when you do that. And it's still like, it's everywhere. And so yes, that has been one of the great joys of living in a new place was yeah, no more stepping on the kitty litter. Just like, It's the little things, honestly. Okay, so now we're gonna use number 50. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do this part up to when we start the new leaves, and then we'll leave the other half to do later. Because today will probably be the last day with this image, and then we will start something new on the next day. Right, Teresa? Middle of the night. Or if they kicked it out and you didn't realize it and you step out of the shower and so your feet are wet and then you step on kitty litter and then it's just like, oh, well, that's extra absorbent, isn't it? It does. Oh, a half bath means, so like a full bathroom is one that has like a sink, a tub, a shower, and a toilet. A half bath is kind of like just, basically it just has a toilet and just a small sink. It doesn't have a counter under it at all. It generally will sit next to like a laundry room. So basically it's like, if you didn't have pets and didn't want to keep the litter box in there, think of it as like, it could be the guest bathroom or something. But basically it is a bathroom with just like a toilet, a sink, and a mirror, no other amenities. And then we're gonna use number 52, and it's small. It's really small, just big enough to hold those features. And then the full bath, like I said, has, you know, the bathtub, the shower, like all of that. I think probably the basic definition would be a bathroom with no, the bathroom the miners would use. A bathroom with no bathing facilities, I suppose, would be a better description of it. But either way, that's 1.5 more bathrooms than we used to have, and it's flipping amazing. Because, you know, you go so long living in a place where you adjust. Somebody's in the bathroom, okay, you need to wait. But we found that when we moved to the bigger place, like we had to make like little mental adjustments. And it's just like, we're getting ready to go somewhere. And we're like, okay, the kids need to go use the bathroom. It's like, okay, you use it first and then you can use it. And then we'd have to stop and like look at each other and be like, we have 2 other bathrooms. Like, we don't have to do this alternating anymore. Call it a powder room. There you go. I like it. But it's the same thing with like the bigger size kitchen, because we had a fairly small kitchen in our previous place. And so it wasn't out of the norm that maybe Steve and I would like squeeze in together when, you know, maybe we're trying to make lunch or we're getting, you know, doing something else. And so we're both utilizing this one small counter, or, you know, for those of you with small kitchens, as long as the stove's not on, the top of the stove is technically a countertop, you know? Tidy Cat Breeze litter box system is best thing ever. I want to get one of those electric auto scooper ones. What do they call it? The litter robot. A litter robot. That would be nice. Just like auto scoop it. But it was so funny because our new kitchen now has much, much more counter space. And so, you know, there's all this space. But we found that when we first moved in, instinctively, we would both try and squeeze in on, hi Jan, I have 6 cats, all indoors, 4 to 14. Can be a bit crazy. 4 of them sleep on top beside me in the winter. If I'm a recliner, they think I should be in it. I do love my kitties though. Right, Jan? I'm right there with you. But yeah, we would find that we would just instinctively squeeze in and try and do everything that we needed to on this one smaller counter. And then like, we'd have to stop and look at ourselves. And I'm just like, we do know we have like 2 other completely empty counters. Like, we don't need to do this. And we just looked at each other like, oh, Right, we actually do have more counter space. It's just like these little things that we instinctively did that we didn't really notice in the smaller place, that now that we're in the bigger place, it's like, oh my gosh, we don't have to do it this way anymore. Oh, you got the litter robot? Oh my gosh, that's a dream, man. That's a dream. Of course, I don't know, with 3 cats, could you just set it to scoop more regularly? Or would you need multiple litter robots? Of course, Jan. On top of my stove, right? See, as long as the stove's not on, but I do have a couple of like mixing bowls that have the melted underneath, the shape of the rings of the burners, where I was trying to use my stove as the countertop and realized that the burner hadn't completely cooled yet. So it's also a bit of a fire hazard. So, you know, use at your own risk. We're still just using 52 right now. But it's just, like I said, it's just little things like that where we realized we don't have to do things that way anymore. Hashtag small apartment life. Sorry, I stop sometimes to just read chat. Okay, so like I said, we're still using 52. It's funny though, because we moved in this place in July, and you know, you'd think a lot of times the newness wears off, but it hasn't yet. Steve and I will look at each other and be like, gosh, can you believe we live here? Like, it's so nice. I mean, we didn't buy or anything yet, you know. It's not exactly a buyer's market at the moment, but yeah. It's nice. Okay, so we're gonna keep using that there. All right, let's move on to... I have a piece of the countertop cut out from the sink I put on the stove to make an extra countertop. See, there you go. Uses pellets and a lot. Oh, interesting. Huh. I could do it. All right, so 57. Is that one of the ones that like washes the pellets? It was wild trapped and 6 to 8 weeks old, so she's warming to people. Aw. All right, so 57. Well, I think whenever we get another pet next, it'll be a while because we're only allowed a certain number of pets. But I think whatever we get next, I think I want it to be a dog. In the meantime, I just live vicariously through all of the dog accounts. I follow a lot of golden retriever accounts. Shannon, I have an auto-clean litter box, even named him. It's Brian. Oh, see, that's nice. But yeah, I think next one will be a dog. And when we get to where we'll seriously think about it, then I'll start looking into like breeds and what I actually want. But yeah, there are some pretty cute doggos on the gram. You know, I think if I had a dog, I'd be like questioning. I'm like, oh my gosh, do I need to feed my dog raw food? Do I take them out for walks often enough? So it's probably good that I don't have a dog. Hey, whatever works, Ev. No, we have 2 litter boxes too. I mean, we have the 3 cats, number 56, but yeah, we have 2 litter boxes as well. Okay, so we're just kind of filling in this space here. All right, let's do number... Hi, Joanna. Next dog is gonna be a small dog. Right, Daniela? Get a large breed dog, check with the breeder, make sure they test for... Oh yeah, for sure. We wouldn't get too large of a dog. Things that I would take into consideration, let's see, I'm gonna use number 73, is going to be like activity levels, kid-friendly levels, but also health spans. As much as I want a golden retriever, golden retrievers are prone to cancer, and their lifespan isn't actually as long as some other breeds. So when we start thinking about it seriously, I'm probably gonna do a deep dive into research and kind of just look at, you know, different health lines and whatnot. I mentioned it already, I think last time, but there's a woman that I follow that just got a German Shepherd puppy, and oh my gosh, that thing is so flippin' cute. Plus, I hear German Shepherds are actually really like good family dogs. Get yourself a cat who thinks she's a dog. That works. We used to have a cat that would fetch. It would actually fetch, which was super entertaining. Let's see. This is number 52. Am I missing a green here? What number is this? That's 52. No, I guess 52 is the other dark green. Let's give it a quick sharpen. Yeah, golden's really good. Really? The smaller dog one? Yeah, the hypoallergenic ones. The only thing with poodles is that they're a little high strung sometimes. And actually, Steve got tested. He's actually not too allergic to dogs. Funnily enough, he's more allergic to cats than he is dogs. And we have 3. But he likes cats way more than he likes dogs. He's never not owned a cat, so... I wouldn't wish Hemi on anyway. Pretty much all the time, forever, my entire life. Mary! Hello, Mary. Wait, is Tanya here too? Did I miss you guys coming in? Oh, there you are, Mary. You said hi, Emily. Well, hello, Mary. I'm sorry, I missed that. Welcome, welcome. Less hyper. Clicker train a cat. Get you a dog. Yeah, breeds. So if I didn't need to, let's see, 52. If I wasn't concerned about it having energy and making sure that we had because I mean, our lifestyle isn't super active. So, you know, we would need to get a dog that matched our lifestyle. But if I wasn't concerned about that at all, you know what dogs I think are really pretty? Brittany Spaniels. I think those are so pretty. I also really like Cocker Spaniels. My cousin had one growing up and I just thought it was the prettiest dog. Boston Terriers are super cute when they're puppies, but I also have to remember that puppies turned into dogs. So, yeah, they would definitely need to be. And that's the thing is I want to get a puppy so that we can train it as it grows up, you know, like with the kids. Cause I mean, kids are kids and you have to train the kids and the dogs. You know what I mean? You can have mine. Oh, that's right. Cherry's a little Cocker Spaniel, isn't she? But she's so cute. Red and white pipe cleaners. Yeah, so the funny thing is little Steve actually asked for some pipe cleaners for Christmas because they like to do crafts with them. And slowly the cats have been stealing all the pipe cleaners from his room. And so every now and then we will find this little like wadded up pipe cleaner that they grab or it's bent or whatever. And they just carry them all around the house. Oh, they have separation. Yeah, she is. She sure is. Do they really have separation issues? An allergy to them too? Oh no! Allergic to cats too? Perfect for a cat lady. Exactly. Probably one of the best dogs that we ever had growing up. He was a Lab and Sheltie mix. He was a really good dog. But we had a Sheltie growing up also, just a straight up Sheltie. He was a really good dog. So yeah, definitely family dog is going to be number 1. You know, I don't want a super yappy dog, so we'll probably, as cute as Pomeranians are, we'll probably stick away from like the Pomeranians and the Chihuahuas and all that. Do they really? Border Collies are good, but then there's that energy thing also, like they're pretty active dogs, right? See, I also need a dog that's totally chill with just like chilling with me on the couch, you know? Like maybe doesn't want to go out for as many walks. Oh, hang on, my work notifications are going off. Hold up. There we go. American Eskimo. Are they super fluffy though? Because I live in Texas. German Shepherd, yep. I would consider rescue if it was a puppy, because that's the thing is I need to be able to. Now I have a friend who trains dogs, and you know when it comes to kids, you can't always completely trust dogs and kids alone, obviously. But I think we will have a much higher chance of a success rate if we can raise it from puppy. Let's see. Cocker Spaniel has never bitten anyone. Yeah, I just remember him being really cute. When growing up, she lived for 17 years. Aww. Skishik has a great place to look at breed information, possible issues. Yeah, that's gonna be super even. Border collie, yeah, right? So that's the funny thing is my mother-in-law actually has a collie mix. I forget what the other half of it is, but she also has like 4 cats, and the border collie, he will herd the cats. It's hilarious. I mean, I think he did it more when he was little, but yeah, he will herd all of the cats. It's so funny. And don't shed as much as people. So it's not shedding I'm considering, it's the fact that I live in Texas and it gets so hot here. German Shepherds, I thought I heard the German Shepherds were good family dogs. Donnie, I'm hyper for supper. So the devil spawn lived behind me, teased him into hating kids. Aw. See, a big part of that is when it comes to, now granted there are, you know, I think some breeds that just struggle with, you know, the hyperactivity of smaller children. But I think a big part of it is training and how kids are, you know, around dogs. Some dogs are hyper reactive. So yeah, I think the big thing is when we decide to do it, it will be doing the research, doing the breed research, you know, checking on health, like all of that kind of stuff. If I cried, you would be right there. Aww. Get the lassie kind, not the little black and white one. See, the little black and white ones is the one that we had. Yeah, Dalmatians I heard were not good. They're like, I heard Dalmatians, as cool as they look, I heard that they can be really temperamental. Lives in Phoenix, Arizona? Oof. Yeah, no, Phoenix, Arizona it's hot. It's hot there. All right, number 77. Add this in here. I mean, it's a long way off. It's a long way off. You know, we have from maybe in like, it will either be when we buy a house, like whenever we move and buy a house, or, you know, if God forbid, whenever it happens that our older kitty passes. I am not speeding that up at all, man. If I could clone our cat and have her live forever, I absolutely would. But she's also like 15 years old. So I am not looking forward to that life change. But yeah. So I would say within 5 years, because our moving, you know, to settle where we're finally going to settle will probably happen before any of that. Because right now, according to the vet, she's pretty healthy. Hi, Ashley. Oh, Ashley, look. I found googly eyes, and they're still attached. I thought for sure they were gonna come off. They're a little derpy, but they're on there. Guard dogs and protect what they consider theirs. Exactly. Yeah, all dogs will bite, depending on, yeah, as long as there's always that risk factor, which is why my friend who trains dogs, like she's very careful about the interactions that her dogs have with her kids. So it's just, you have to be smart about it. That's all. Aw, Ev. Hi, Amy. How are you? Oldest cat is 16 years old. Aw. Honestly, I think, you know, she's got a good life and she is an indoor cat and we keep up with her blood work at the vet and everything. So I think that we could easily get another 45 years out of her. I would not be surprised if she lived to be 20. Now, I may be thinking optimistically, but she's an awesome cat. So I'm going to try and extend that as far as possible. Exactly, Deborah. Okay, so let's use number 38 now. Yeah, because I mean, you could take the sweetest dog ever, and if you have a really crappy owner, then that could totally change its temperament. So I think it's definitely all in the approach and the training and all of that. Okay, let's use 50. Rinka, hi Rinka, you're not too late. We started about 40 minutes ago, so you're still good. Plus we have a command for that, exclamation point late. Yeah, the long ears, I think they're so cute. Florida to North Carolina, wow, that's an adventure. Good luck with all of that. Okay, we're gonna use number 50. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. Don't you just love it when animals choose you? Like, there's just something about that. Okay, number 57. Bring that down into the branch, and then we're gonna do, right, he seems so sweet. Number 56. And then we're gonna grab a little bit of number 61. Get some of this kind of red in here a little bit. Magenta, I guess, would be the closest. Let's also use that on the outside of these leaves. Oh, I love that, Deborah. Oh, yeah, so it's a command. Sorry, it's a command. So in chat, yeah, you type in exclamation point late. You're never late. You arrive precisely when you mean to. Exactly. Oh, nice, Amy. Good morning, Catherine. How are you? Oh, that's awesome, Amy. You're gonna have so much fun. All right, 61. I want to add a little bit of that up here. And then we're gonna add some down here. And then I think we're actually gonna break out a little bit of black as well. I mean, recently I almost convinced Steve to let us get a bird. Oh, that's so sweet, Amy. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, our older kitty, she chose us. She showed up on the porch one day on a rainy day and walked in and said, well, this place is nice. I'm gonna live here now. And we're like, all right, that's cool. And the rest was history. Get rats. I've actually had a pet rat before. I actually had a pet rat. I have had a rat. I've had guinea pig. I've had rabbit. I've had fish. Oh gosh, I babysat an ex-boyfriend's tarantula once. Never doing that again. No offense to bug people, but I am not a bug person. And I swear that thing was plotting to take me out. I swear. He named it Fluffy of all things. Like, what a name for a friggin' giant spider. Who thinks like, oh, you know, I want a pet. I'm gonna go get a spider. That should have told me something. That should have told me something. Oh gosh, yeah, definitely need some. Stray cat, when someone tried to adopt him, he just ran away back to me. Oh, and his name's Lasagna. I love that. Exactly. They just walk in like, all right, it's cool. Paul, we got at a shelter. And then Annie, I was chatting with a woman who worked at Target, and they had gotten some stray cats and they needed a home. And I was just like, well, hey, we're looking. And so, yeah, then we got Annie. And some rats I continue. No, I'm good, Shannon. I'm good. I don't want any more rats. Oh gosh, yeah, no, spiders don't even bother me all that much anymore, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Fish, I've had plenty of fish, betta fish, goldfish, plecostomus. I mean, I've had a number of fish in the past. Number of dogs growing up. I did have a bird once before. I still kind of want a bird. If I had a bird, would you guys be annoyed by the sounds that it would make during stream? It's like I'm asking chat for permission. Hey, chat, can I get a bird? You guys cool with that? Okay, let's move down to... Actually, let's work on this just a little bit. We got the roof up here. We've done this half of the ring, and then we're gonna do this. So let's work on the roof a little bit, and then let's work on the background. What are you yelling about? Steve's yelling at me about something. A cockatoo? No, one of those little, like, lure.
Yes, you would be annoyed by the bird.
No, not you, them. I was so close. I swear, a month ago, I could have convinced him to let me get a bird. I don't know. We got Nibbles over here. He hangs out. He's a pretty quiet guy. Just a little, you know, a little bird by the window, a little chirpy chirp chirp bird. Thanks, Michaela. Birds and I don't get along. Every bird I've owned and been around hates me. Oh no. Well, you know what got me like wanting to look at it was, I've got number 9 here. We had gone to PetSmart to go get some food and some supplies for Nibbles. And they had an all white one. Oh, and it was so pretty. We are coloring in Tales from the Forest Kingdom by Hanna Karlzon. So if you're following along, be sure to use the hashtag support Hanna Karlzon. Karlzon. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. The link for her Instagram post and to why we're using that is in the description below. So if you want to read more about that, that's what's going on there. But yeah, it was all white and it was so pretty. And I kind of still want one. Feet up on 4th of July. Oh no, what happened to them? You know, Steve did ask me today what I want for Valentine's Day. And you know, I am not a out to dinner chocolates and flowers kind of girl. Like if he was gonna get me flowers, I'd want Lego flowers. You know what I mean? Like in my head, the cats are just gonna eat the flowers anyway. And then probably throw it up on the bed. So I don't want real flowers. Used to mimic the microwave. I love it. Right, they're so pretty, Elizabeth. They're so pretty. Yeah, what happened, Shannon? But yeah, maybe I could tell him that for Valentine's Day I want a bird. Either that or a bookshelf for the office because I need more bookshelf space. So, you know, bird or bookshelf, it's the same way, the same thing either way, right? Right? It's totally the same. Totally. No difference at all. You know, one just sits there and becomes useful, and the other one, you know, poops everywhere and makes lots of noise. Oh no! Really? Heart attacks from the oh, poor birds! Oh my gosh! Your gift's a tattoo? Nice. Yeah, both start with B. They're basically the same thing, totally. Bird, bookshelf, what's the difference? Okay, not gonna lie, I'll probably be more likely to be able to get the bookshelf. Totally down with that. Absolutely. All right, so next question is, what should we do next? It's been, you know, I think it's been a couple pages since we've done a Johanna Basford, which I do try to do those pretty frequently because I enjoy them quite a bit as well. So, should we do a Johanna Basford or a Nicholas Filbert? Johanna Basford and Nicholas Filbert, I think, is the choice. Oh, actually, you know what? Not in chat because only mods can share links, but you can share your Discord link in Discord if you want. All right, so next page, question mark. We're gonna do Johanna Basford or Nick Filbert. And for Nick Filbert, the one that I am talking about is the new spiral bound book. Let me grab it real quick, I'll show you. Headphones down. Let's see. Put it in the bookshelf already? Here we go. Fantasia. Fantasia is the Nick Filbert one that I am referencing. JB with Princess? Yeah, because I can totally do one of these off stream and share it later too. But yeah, he has like a Kirby Roseanne's-esque style. Shannon, absolutely, Nick. Nicholas Filbert Fantasia. All right, well, I've got a poll up there, so we'll let that run a little bit. We'll let that run. Welcome back. What did Nikki say? Hang on. No birds, messy. Okay. Finches, Lady Gouldian male finches. They sing so softly, their song is beautiful. They're pricey. I was supposed to live only 8 years. Mine lasted 15. Aw. Oh, they don't do scared very well. Oh, it's so sad. Oh no, Nick is mean? Oh, slow, gotcha. Hello, Calamity J. See, Calamity J, now I know that you are linked with our little favorite crashes. So welcome, welcome. Oh no, Nick. That doesn't mean that I won't color that one off stream, because if it doesn't win, I'll definitely, because I wanna dive into that. I haven't had a chance to yet. All right, number 8. But yeah, we should put up a poll. Should Steve let me get a bird? Hashtag yes. Good morning, Wen. Okay, now number 80. It'd probably help if I zoomed back in, maybe a little bit. Okay, let's grab our number 9 a little bit. I do want to, I also do want some more organizational stuff for the office though. So it's tough. It's tough. Bird and messy office, or bookshelf and organized. I'm still learning. Yeah, hashtag yes. I'm still leaning towards the bird. Oh, I'm so sorry, Deborah. You know, it could be allergies. You know, we were walking around outside yesterday, doing the Girl Scout cookies with little Emily, and yeah, I definitely started getting a little bit of a runny nose today, but that's all it is. So could be allergies. But honestly, that's kind of the way I felt when we all came down with COVID. I'd literally done everything we could. So, you know, what are you gonna do? I vote bookshelf. Shanna also says bookshelf and organized. Yes, but the birds are so fun and they're cute and they're drip derpy. And I could name it Tweety. Okay, how about this? If I get a bird, chat gets to name the bird. Does that count? All right, 52. Chat could name the bird. What would we name it? You could name it Sergeant Birdie Boots. Yeah. Sergeant Birdie Boots. That's its name. Sorry, I don't know if I said it, but I'm using number 52. That's totally a name, right? Anything for the craft space, right? Excuse me. And I do need to, because actually the office has changed up a little bit. All right, get the bookshelf. Oh man, everybody says get the bookshelf. Shh. You guys in responsibility. I mean, come on. I'll see everybody say bookshelf. Have a poop machine. Oh gosh. Okay, we need to do the ceiling. I'm thinking green, actually. Green or blue? Blue would be kind of nice. Let's grab number 37 and this one here. That is true. Bookshelf is easier to clean. 37 and 3. There we go. But so for those of you that saw my video of like the kind of studio walkthrough, all right, we're using number 3 now. It's not the same because the brown kind of stand that I had the bookshelf on, we actually moved that to the bedroom because since we got the TV, we needed a TV stand in there. So the bookshelf is on the floor now, which is fine. It's fine and it's all organized, but it's a little bit different and I need a little bit more space. So now I've got kind of this empty wall directly in front of me and it's the perfect space for another like smaller bookcase. Get the bird. Birds are fun. Cheery chirp. I had a cockatiel for 10 years. See, I love that. Shannon's right. Birds are messy. Bookshelves don't talk back. That is true. That is true. But then what if I train the bird to say, you're so pretty? And then every time I come into the office to come work, the bird's like, you're so pretty. And I'd be like, aw, thanks, birdie. And then I'll also train it to say, you're welcome. And so then I'll walk into the office and the bird will say, you're so pretty. And I say, aw. And then the bird will say, you're welcome. And all of that. And it'll be hilarious. And yes, that's exactly how my bird's going to sound. And then with my luck, I would accidentally teach it to swear. And then the kids would walk in and then, you know. Can I teach the bird to like censor itself? So rather than swearing, it just goes beep. No, the bookshelf I had was smaller. It was a 3-shelf bookshelf, and the TV stand was high up, so I actually had the bookshelf sitting up on the TV stand, if that makes sense. Steve for that trainer. Okay, well, I guess he already does that. Oh my gosh, do any of you follow, I've mentioned it before, the Holderness family on YouTube? They just put out a Valentine's Day video, and basically they have been married for like 20 plus years, and the whole parody song is about how, you know, they've been married for 20 years, she doesn't want chocolate, she doesn't want flowers, and that chores are the sexy thing. So, you know, going to the DMV for her, you know, cleaning the toilet. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Where do you usually put bookshelves? Yes, it was up on a big table. But yeah, so I think a bookshelf and a bird. What if I tell Steve, what if I get the bookshelf and then put the bird on the bookshelf? That could work, right? Is a bookshelf bird. Hi, Ronnie. It works. It works. Now if only we could just like train the bird to do chores, we'll be good. Oh no, Ev. Do Sleechy bleed through Hannah's books? I've never had him really bleed through anything, honestly. I've never really had a problem with it. Have you had them bleed before, or are you just asking specifically Hannah's books? I mean, I usually only use mine for embellishments. I've never done like a full page with just gel pens, but I haven't had a problem with it. Inherited a parrot. It cussed like a sailor. Her sister, who was a nun, came to visit. She was so worried about the cussing. The nun took the bird. She loved it. That's hilarious. Okay, that's true. That's true. The bookshelf probably would be ruined. Okay, but what if I put the bird cage on top of the bookshelf? There you go. The bookshelf holds the bird cage. I know. We could get more hamsters and I could like train them into an army of hamsters. That could work, right? Yeah, for embellishments. Yeah, I've never had an issue with it bleeding through. You know, who needs home security when you have an army of hamsters? It's a thing. Could be a thing. We should make it a thing. You know, tiny little hamster armor. That could be cute. Yeah, actually, that is one of the reasons that we ended up not getting the bird in the end, because I was just like, how am I supposed to keep the cats from like attacking the bird? Like Nibbles, we've got it down pretty good because I did my research and he's got like a really just like the setup that he has, it specifically like he can't get through, he can't escape, the cats can't get to him. Because that was the thing is I told my sisters that we were getting the kids a hamster and they're just like, oh, the cats are gonna get it, he's gonna escape. But I mean, I did my research, so every time I was around the Andy Griffith show, that's hilarious. All right, so now we're gonna do number 37. Okay, so I've mentioned Wordle before. For those of you, Melissa and I have been chatting about Wordle a little bit, but it's this new word game that's been out for a few months. It's gotten really popular. Anyway, I remembered that it's actually really similar to a game that probably came out either 80s or 90s called Mastermind, and it's like a code breaking game. Some of you may remember it, some of you may know what it is. But basically what it is you have these different colored pegs, and the code maker secretly puts in a code of 4 different colored pegs, and then the code breaker has 10 guesses to try and figure out what the code is. And it's really similar to it. So I went ahead and got it, and the kids are actually loving it. They're doing surprisingly well with it. Like, it's very much, you have to think about it. It's a little bit of an analytical mind. Right, Kenny? Me too. It's so fun. Hamsters would just haul the princess bird around and the cats would bow in reverence. Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious, Beth. Thought I was texting and I typed it here. Melissa, I totally did that one night. I think it was Tammy's stream. No, I think it was the morning. Anyway, pretty sure it was Tammy's stream. and I had accidentally locked the wrong doors or something for Steve to come in. And so he had texted and I saw the preview show up on the screen, but I was in chat and I responded to him in chat and I said something along the lines of like, the front door's locked, can't you just come in the back door or something like that. Well, anyway, it came out just hilarious, and it was a running joke that I was secretly letting the milkman in when Steve was gone. No, Deborah, I'm sure not. I'm sure not. All right, hey, let's look at the poll here. 39% Nick, 61% Johanna. All right, well, that decides it. We'll do a Johanna one next, and then I will do the Nick one on my own. But yeah, so it was a running joke that I was apparently having an affair with the milkman. All right, number 33. But yeah, so you are not alone in that. I was just like so mortified. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. But yep, totally been there. Because like chat wasn't moving super fast and I thought maybe like I had deleted it like soon enough. But you know, of course the mods are key. I think Angie might have been there and she was just like, so they could boo. Yeah, see, it's totally. I think you switch it up and do the loser of the poll. Oh, hi B. But yeah, it was so funny because if you looked at the phrasing of the way that I said it, again, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it totally could have been taken like, all right, Steve's at work, why don't you come in the back door? And so I told Steve about it. He's just like, I could be the milkman. I'm like, oh my God, Steve. But yeah, it was good stuff. Oh, Chris Chang is so good. She's so good. There's something so just like peaceful about like everything that she does. Diamond Art Club, why do you do that to me? I just got another email from new mystery kit. A mystery kit? Why? And then I gotta remember, I gotta finish my other ones first. And then the worst part is at some point I had logged into Diamond Art Club using 2 different emails, and I haven't like unsubscribed from the other one, so now I get like 2 of the same emails like at the same time, so I get like double whammied with Diamond Art Club ads, and I'm just like, oh. Caffeine rush. It's the zoomies. They got the zoomies. All right, number 23. Actually, I'm gonna take it back. Let's use number 2. Number 2. Got a little bit on that ridge pole there, but that's okay. We're gonna color that here in a bit. Go, just a little bit of this kind of orange color here. Well, I don't think it's any secret that the Johanna books are much loved on this channel. Let's see. Let's do a little bit of white on here. Well, I pre-ordered her new book. I keep forgetting to add that link to the description, but you can pre-order it now. So that's super exciting. Okay, there we go. All right, let's do a brown for the ridgepole. This is loser month, so Nick wins. Oh no, not loser month. All right, 76. I'll just have to take a flip through her books, but we could do Castle Arts. Corey's gonna send me the list for the Starjoy Golds, so I'm gonna get those made up. And so I need to add the color charts for the other Castle Arts as well. Oh, Belinda and I did set a date for our metallics one. I have to double check though. I wanted to say it's gonna be next week. Oh, here, I'll give you the link here. Hold up, hang on. Pack it tight. Here it is. All right, right, meow. Rooms of Wonder. Rooms of Wonder. Her new book coming out in October. Yeah, exactly. Happy Meal one day. I love it. October 25th, I believe, is when it's going to come out. Rachel Reinert's book, her new one is coming out in March. That's coming out in March. Okay, let's use number 73. Teach a bird how to dance. That'd be impressive. And that's the other thing too, as far as like getting a dog is concerned, is like how much time do I really have to dedicate to training a dog? And right now, probably not so much. In like 5 years, probably a bit more because the kids will be older, you know? Oh, they will be older. That makes me sad. Yeah, no problem. Okay, number 16. I just had to go get the kids new, both of them. I had to get them both new pants yesterday because they both grew out like at the same time. And it just reminded me how we're using Prismacolor white. Little Stevie was wearing the new pants today and just reminded me how tall he's getting. Why do they gotta grow up so fast? I don't like it. I mean, I want them to grow up and thrive and everything, but on the other hand, I also want them to just like stay little forever. Oh, awesome, Rika. I don't know. I assume that's normal parent feelings. Number 77. Mixed feelings of you love to see them grow and thrive, but on the other hand, you just want to keep them teeny tiny forever and ever and ever. Being little babies. Babies forever. But it's cool. Little Steve promised me that he'll buy a house next door to me and he'll stay living next to me forever. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna have to remind myself not to be that mother-in-law that is just monstrous to any girl he brings home. That's not good enough for my baby. No, I'm kidding. Well, only partly kidding. She better be awesome. Whoever brings home, she has to be awesome. All right, 76. I mean, granted, that's, you know, a good solid... I'm gonna be generous and say 20 years away, but in reality, it's probably like 15 years away. Psycho Cats in February. All right, number 76. But that game that I mentioned, Mastermind, it's cool because even the kids were enjoying playing it. I wondered if it was gonna be too difficult for them, but it takes a little bit of an analytical mind to kind of, you know, think about it. Hi, Christine. Thank you. OBS back up there. There we go. All right. We're also going to do this in wood here. There we go. Oh, Ev. Here's the thing, is that because Steve and I are a mixed race couple, she really got like the best of both worlds. Like, yeah, I don't know. She's getting to that age where crushes can potentially be a thing. And she's had a lot more questions lately, so we're definitely getting to a certain stage. We're not quite there yet, and I'm not quite ready to be entirely there yet, but it's signs that we are getting there. And I'm just like there's a little boy in her class that pays attention to her. And from my perspective, I can tell that, you know, he doesn't pick on her by any means, but their interaction, you can tell that he is trying to interact with her in a way that maybe he doesn't even quite understand yet, but you can tell that it's because maybe he just like likes to spend time with her, whatever. They're still a little too young, but they're old enough that maybe something they're starting to think about. I know I never really say about, you know, what age she is exactly, but it's definitely getting obvious, oh no, that those stages are getting closer. Number 77. And so I'm just like, I'm hoping to cultivate a conversation with her so that when the day comes that actually starts to happen, she feels comfortable enough to come to me and ask me questions and whatever else, you know, like, I want to be able to give her as much instruction as I can. So, I don't know. We'll see. Life will move on. Okay, speaking of moving on. So here is, we've got all of the wood, all of the window frames are going to be wood. They're going to have the yellow glow. We'll have the stone walls. Let's work on the background. Okay. So let's get boyfriends in kindergarten. I remember having my first kiss pretty young. Now she is older than kindergarten, so it does not surprise me if they're starting to get to that stage where they're starting to have more questions. So, yeah, I think it's just around the corner, and we're slowly starting to have more talks, but we're not at the stage yet where, you know, we talk about how babies are made. That's not quite there yet, but you know, she has started to have some questions, so, you know, we're getting there. I suppose it was inevitable, that whole growing up thing. Oh man, hashtag parenting. All right, number 43, we're gonna sharpen that. A little bit more. All right, so we're gonna use 35, 10, and 43. I know it seems like a weird kind of jump combination, but I think we can make it work. All right, so we're gonna start with 35. I mean, I had 2 older sisters, so, you know, I talked to them about a lot of things. So I'm just hoping that when the time comes, I don't know, we'll see. It's hard to predict how things can go, and I can have all it. If I learned anything from parenting, even just like just birth in general, like you can make this birth plan and you can have, like, I remember with my first, like I actually had it written out and like how I wanted things to go. Yeah, barely anything went according to plan. So you can plan and you could write things down step for step, but life is life, man, and it rarely sticks to the plan. Oh no. I was a little bit of a handful as well, but I don't know. Little Emily, she is something else. She's definitely has the oldest child kind of thing where she's very responsible and she's incredibly smart and she has a lot of good common sense. So that's encouraging to me. But we haven't got to the stage where there's a whole lot of peer pressure yet either. So we shall see. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm just going to be doing kind of like blotches of this color, and I'm going a little bit heavier at the base, and then I'm really fading it out at the edge so that everything can kind of blend smoothly, because we have 2 very different colors here. We've got kind of a teal and, you know, like a yellow. Oh, nice, Michaela. Farm. Yep, I can imagine that would be a factor in them learning early on. But I'll probably postpone that conversation until it's absolutely necessary. Right now, it just takes 2 people who love each other very much. And then, like magic, it's to the baby. Yes, oh, absolutely, Deborah. Okay. All right, I think that's all the teal. Oh my gosh, I wasn't totally in frame. I'm so sorry. I think that's all the teal we're gonna do on that side. So this here, in fact, that's probably gonna end up green. We're gonna do grass too. So the rest of our background is gonna go up behind on this side over here. Oddly enough, I do, yep, that's all that's needed, exactly. I do remember the conversation with my mom, I do. I don't remember being particularly traumatized by said conversation. I do remember being shocked and being like, wait, what? But I do remember it. I do remember it. Okay. All right, let's add some here. Let's put a little bit out here. And then a little bit on this side. And then we will start adding in our yellows and oranges. Okay, so now we're gonna do number 10. Now these two are gonna overlap, so it's gonna make it look like we added green a little bit in here, and that is okay. That kind of green color will help bridge the gap between the yellow and the blue. I mean, the blue is kind of like a teal blue anyway, but yeah. And then after the yellow, that's when we'll add in our orange. Deborah. Hi, Barbara. No combo with my mom. My best friend talked to me. She was advanced. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Yep, that would do it, Ev. That would do it. That's hilarious. Well, I mean, hilarious now. It probably wasn't hilarious for you then. Dion, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to our coloring family. How are you? Well, let's see. Today is Wednesday. This weekend we've got the Super Bowl, and then we've got Valentine's Day coming up after that. I'm trying to think, are there any other big things coming up? Does anybody have any Super Bowl parties planned or anything? I realized I had completely forgotten about the Super Bowl, honestly, until I watched Shannon's stream the other day. But I'm actually going to be doing a cookie booth with little Emily on Super Bowl day. I was just like, oh, well, that's going to be a busy day, isn't it? And probably not, because everybody's going to be home watching it. But that's okay. Just means it'll make it an easy day, and she'll still have fun anyway. So, be good. And then Steve can stay home with little Steve, and they can watch football. So, in reality, it'll probably all work out for the best. There we go. All right, now we're going to bring in our orange. Oh my gosh, Ev, seriously? That's hilarious. Good morning, Della. How are you? Okay, so number 43 now. We're gonna blend that in with the yellow. It's not standing out too much. We might do a little bit of a stronger orange. Let's see, are we already using, that's number 42. Yeah, let's actually use 42 here. I want a little bit more of an orange that stands out, just a bit more. I'm gonna blend that over the yellow, and then we'll probably do yellow again just to make sure that everything is kind of evened out here. Oh, it starts at 5:30. Oh, okay, good. See, this shows just how much I know about the Super Bowl. Here I am thinking like, ah, Super Bowl is gonna be 9 a.m., right? We're football. I'm clearly just like so all about the sports ball. I am curious about the halftime show this year. It's gonna be a very 90s vibe. It's gonna be a very 90s vibe. Definitely catering to my generation. I mean, they even got Snoop coming, so you know, that's something. I'm totally thrilled about Eminem. I'm impressed that Eminem got a gig that big still, because I didn't even realize that he was still like, I don't want to say relevant, but you know, like actively performing. But maybe they got in contact with him for like, you know, the novelty of it. Oh, yeah, well, see, there are, wow, excuse me. There's lots of different booths that the troupe sets up like over time. And we actually will have a grocery store one. She's gonna do this one this weekend because the season's actually wrapping up now. We just weren't able to sign up for any until now. So we have a smaller location that we're going to this weekend, and then we'll have a grocery store location. We call it on the rich side of town. Later that weekend, but mostly it's just, you know, it's the fancy grocery store. Like everybody has that in town, you know, like you have, you know, a grocery store, you've got the grocery store that nobody really likes to go to unless, you know, the other ones are closed for whatever reason. And then you've got the fancy grocery store, you know? Anyway, it's going to be one of the fancy grocery stores, so she should have fun there. Bye, Paul. See, you're doing better than me, Deborah, because I didn't even know who was playing. Hi, Tanya. Welcome. All right, number 10. I mean, pre-kids. Well, I guess even when we had kids, I guess it's better to say pre-pandemic. We used to go to friends' places for the Super Bowl. I don't know, but the kids get so bored. Like, it's just like, I'd rather just stay home and let them go do their thing so that, you know, we can enjoy everything else on the TV without having to entertain them constantly, you know? Okay, so we're just using number 10 here. And then I think we'll use our blue again and get a little darker in some spots. So it's the Bengals and the who else is playing? Folks will be wanting snacks. Exactly. Plus, where we're going this weekend, it's in a place where, you know, with Valentine's Day being the next day, it may be utilized locations. So, you know, fingers crossed. I used to live near the fancy store. We used to call it the Ghetto Fabulous Supermarket. There you go. All right, number 35. It's that way in every town, isn't it? Like if you're a town that has multiple Walmarts, like there's the good Walmart and then there's the ghetto Walmart. Like we have a super Walmart in our town, and that's the good Walmart. And then, you know, we've got our other Walmart where it's the one where, you know, maybe things aren't always stocked as nicely as they should be, and you know, the more questionable crowd is you know, questionable Walmart crowd you find in there. And the Rams. Okay. I think that's the way with any town that has multiple of a store. There's always going to be one that's like, we have two Targets in our town. We have the good Target and the not so good Target. I only go to the not so good Target when the good Target doesn't have any, you know, doesn't have what I need in stock, and the not so good Target does. I mean, it's still Target, but one Target is clearly superior to the other Target. So it's just, it's a fact. All right, we're gonna use the white here. Actually, wait, we're not gonna use the white yet. We are gonna take a little bit of number 61. We're gonna sharpen it real quick. Put in an overpriced gorgeous super. Makes total sense. It makes total sense. All right, so we're gonna use number 61. We're gonna do a little bit of this along the edge. It's like, oh yeah, we'll make loads of money here, surely. It's like one of those places that you'd choose to put Whole Foods, right? It makes total sense. First time I ever shopped at Whole Foods was when I lived in Denver. I just remember they had a lot of bougie food in there. I'd probably like it more now that I'm gluten-free, because I think they have a lot more like vegan and like gluten-free options at Whole Foods. Exactly, yeah. One yucky, one nice, perfect. Well, we know how Ed feels about the Rams. Oh, nice. Well, there are loads of videos out there. Actually, Tanya, I did a Let's Talk episode of Prismacolors. You can just go to my playlist and look for the Let's Talk episodes. And on there, I talk about Prismacolors, a little bit of history, and then in the second half of the video, I show how to blend some with some pretty fun colors. Big ol' rainbowy leaf is what we do. Okay. Just a little bit of that pink there. We're going to add some here too. Gluten-free at Whole Foods. Ooh. See, I wish we had a Whole Foods here. I'd probably shop there a lot more often. We have a little health food store that we like to go to a lot, which we've actually been going to more recently because the grocery store decided not to carry my gluten-free English muffins anymore. Rude. And Target doesn't carry them. Walmart certainly doesn't carry them. Kroger might. Never thought to check Kroger. I might give Kroger a chance. See, that's the thing too, is like if you have multiple supermarket companies, there's the one everybody goes to because it has better prices. Like in Oregon, it was like Safeway versus Winco, but like here, it's Kroger versus HEB. Most people go to HEB and Kroger's just kind of like, yeah. Kroger's bakery is good if you want to order like cupcakes for a birthday party. Kroger's better for it. Question, what is the difference between gluten-friendly and gluten-free? That is a good question. I don't know. I've never really seen gluten-friendly. Maybe gluten-friendly has all the gluten and gluten. I mean, obviously gluten-free doesn't have gluten, but I haven't come across too many products that are gluten-friendly. All right, so we're gonna use our Prismacolor white now on the background just to kind of smooth things out. I don't know, Shannon, do you know what gluten-friendly means? Maybe it's like low gluten? Or maybe it just means the same thing. Miss Kroger's. Oh, this is me at the bad stores, but weirdly they carry the Coloring Heaven mags. Oh, nice. Wait, do some places color Coloring Heaven? Oh, Coloring Haven. Coloring Haven. Okay, wait a minute. Sorry, I was thinking Coloring Heaven, like the UK magazine, and I was just like, wait a minute, I thought you had to like order that from the UK. Our Joanne's colors the color, or carries the Coloring Haven. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Was labeled gluten friendly. Oh, okay. So it's like if you have celiacs, you have to be strictly gluten free. Oh, Shannon, I was gonna check, but I forgot to. But since you're here, I could ask you: ranch dressing, is that gluten free? Because like I know like a lot of pre-made sauces, like Alfredo sauces, obviously aren't gluten free. But I'm wondering if there is some kind of thickening agent in ranch dressing. It just got me thinking about it last night. I was just like, huh. Because that could be inadvertently causing me headaches without me realizing it, because I do still eat ranch dressing. Pepsi commercial from '92. Oh, nice, Melissa. 3 grocery stores within a mile of my house. Nice. I know ranch dressing light is Hidden Valley. Oh, okay. See, I think I need to double check that because I could be inadvertently causing, you know, because I'm not 100% without my headaches, but I usually have a pretty good eye, but it just got me wondering last night. I was just like, All right, let's look and see how our background looks here. How are we feeling? But we got a little bit of glare from light there. And obviously we have this darkness here, but I think it's coming along. It will say on the bottle. Okay, I'll have to look. Right, Kenny? Absolutely. When they have one grocery store? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. So let's do the grass. Like a Dollar General, convenience store, a gas station. Now that we've moved, we're more like 10, we can be anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes away from grocery stores. But previously where we lived before, we had like Joann's, Dollar Store, HEB, Kroger, Walmart, Target, like all within. Oh, really, Ronnie? Huh. I might need to look at the ranch dressing then, double check it. All right, let's go ahead and do our green, shall we? Yeah, see, why do they want to do that? They want to be like all sneaky with their gluten. It's like, hee, maybe they won't see it. It'll be hilarious. Then they'll all be nauseous. It's like, wait, what? Let's see, do I want to do all grass here or do I want to do a dirt path? Let's do a little bit of a dirt path. Let's kind of map that in. Let's grab number 76. Is that dang sneaky gluten? That's what that is. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of a dirt path here. Hi, Yasmin, how are you? Yeah, they don't want you to read the label. I'm like, well, that's rude. I just want to be healthy. Why don't they want me to be healthy? Okay. Really? What's for like shipping to New Zealand then? What is the oh my gosh, why can't I think of the word? What's it when you're getting something from overseas? Is it customs? No. What is it that extra cost? Import cost. Like what are the import fees like? Definitely in cream adjustings. Yeah, I might need to do that because we had salad a couple nights in a row and I have noticed more headaches. It could be that ranch is a bit triggering, which is a shame because if I'm gonna cheat with gluten, I'm gonna cheat on it with some friggin' peanut butter patties, not ranch. I mean, come on. If I'm gonna choose to, you know, cheat with gluten in my diet, I wanna be very specific about which ones I choose to cheat. Add a happy little happy little tree. Oh, happy tree. Just there's no secret between you and me. We'll just add a happy little tree right here. Very Bob Ross. Monosodium glutamate was a favorite. Wait, what is monosodium glutamate? It has gluten in it. Oh, nice, Yasmin. Mainly xanthan gums. Well, wait a minute, xanthan gum, like that's a binder in gluten-free stuff. So, I mean, xanthan gums are gluten-free, right? Because that's supposed to be like a substitute for foods that need to be gluten-free. Like it acts as a, I guess it acts as a binder. Huh. Really? I'll have to look that up. Could you make like a faux ranch dressing? I don't know. I love ranch. I also really like Catalina, but oh my gosh. First of all, the tomatoes make my eczema flare up in it. But second of all, there is so much sugar in Catalina. But I mean, I like Catalina because it's sweet. I've tried to get on board with like just the balsamic, like vinegar kind of dressings, but it's just like, I don't know. Balsamic makes me sad. Ain't nobody got time for that. Well, and that's the thing too, is that making my own, I don't eat it fast enough to make it worth, because when you make your own, it obviously, it's good because it doesn't have any preservatives in it, but then also it doesn't last as long. So that's a problem also. Like it's easy enough when I make breaded items with like gluten-free flour because I just freeze it anyway until I'm ready to eat it, but does it really, Yasmin? No, you don't sound like that. You don't sound like. No, there's like a song that I heard one time where they were like making a parody off "Ain't Nobody Got Time for That," and it's like "Ain't nobody got time for that, got time." It was some sort of song. No, I wasn't imitating you. I'm sorry. It's how I hear it in my head whenever I read it from somebody. Ain't nobody got time for that. And then in my head, I play the rest of the song. Does it count that like for, my mom used to make this thing with like Miracle Whip, which in itself does have a lot of sugar, but Miracle Whip and ketchup, I think it's like a type of Thousand Island dressing. I think everybody, like every family generation has had its own blend of this, but we actually like to dip fish in it. Like when my mom would make baked fish, it was Miracle Whip and ketchup and you mix it up. It's kind of interesting. Will it crack me up either way? Okay, good. I'm glad. As long as you're laughing and not of a, you know, just, wow, she's so offensive kind of way. That is true. That is true. When it's sent in a bag and not a box. Oh, interesting. Raspberry vinaigrette. Oh, yeah. Yeah. When I worked in a restaurant, raspberry vinaigrette was really popular. And then number 50. Yeah, for me, though, the whole reason why I do gluten-free is because I discovered that I get a lot less headaches and a lot less stomach upset when I don't eat it. So that's my thing, is it just my quality of life has improved by not eating it. That, and now also part of it is when you cut out gluten from your diet, and then you suddenly eat it, your body has a really hard time adjusting to it because it's been without it. So even if I were to cheat, say I were to get some of those peanut butter patties and I were to eat some, I would feel so miserable for like a day and a half if I cheated for that. So part of that is the reason, but it's also my headaches have gotten 50% better, which in a world where I was waking up with them constantly every day and medicines weren't working, 50% better is like friggin' heaven. Offended me? Ha, no, that's fair. Non-processed foods, yeah, that's hard. There's a lot of processed stuff. Shit. You're dressing with lemon mustard, extra virgin olive oil, and stevia. Oh, okay. It's possible. Yeah, I eat it and feel like I'm gonna die. Yeah, that's exactly, yeah. I did find some gluten-free rolls that aren't too bad, but oh, I do miss the Hawaiian rolls. But yeah, Shannon, I'm right there with you. Like, I eat it and it's just like, oh my God, it was not worth it. My head is just screaming. I'm nauseous, like I'm dizzy, like it's just terrible. It's awful. And the funny thing is I don't have celiac. Like, it's not that at all. It's just this, turns out it's this massive headache trigger, and it's just like, are you kidding me? Sensitive to gluten, some more than others, but it triggers inflammation in everyone. Yeah, exactly. Like, I have a friend who actually does have celiac, so she has to be really careful. But yeah, it won't kill me by any means, but I am a much happier person. You know, don't get me wrong, there's, especially during Girl Scout cookie season, when I am literally staring at a pile of cookies on our counter and I can't eat a darn one except for the gluten-free ones, because, oh my God, I love those peanut butter patties. But, you know, it's interesting whenever you make any kind of diet change. If you talk to any kind of, you know, like dietitian or whatever, like, you have to want to make the change to, you know, whether it's diet or exercise or whatever else, you have to have an incentive. You have to want to do it to make it happen. And for me, pain is an incentive. Hi, Brooke. Pain is an incentive. Don't eat gluten-free foods. Yeah. And if it doesn't bother you, then there's no reason to give it up. I mean, the rest of the family eats gluten. Number 57. But yeah, pain is a really good incentive. If you realize cutting something out makes you more pain-free, then yeah, it's a really, really good incentive. And I will say, like, I'm at a really good weight for my height right now, and I've been able to maintain that because I've cut that out. Now, I also have cut out a lot of things. Like, I don't drink soda. I haven't had coffee in like a month. I miss it. But just part of just my health process, it was something I needed to cut out. So, you know, trial and error for a lot of these things, especially headaches. And so I'm slowly figuring out more and more. And I mean, you know, I'm not 100%, but this is the best I've felt in years. Aw, thanks, Ronnie. Hi, Christina. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to that path a little bit. Let's use number 76 a bit more. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit darker brown on the outside, and then we'll do lighter on the inside. Now we've already got some of that grass put down. Aw, thanks, Pickle. Pickle, I missed your answer earlier. Do you want to go by your name or by Pickle? I know I asked you that earlier, but chat went flying and I totally missed it, and now I feel bad. I try to keep up with chat pretty good, but every now and then it just flies through and I'm just like, wait, what happened? What year is it? I don't even know what's happening. Okay, 73. A little bit there. Let's use a little bit. Right? Those holidays are worst. There you go. Yeah, I don't blame you. All right, number 16. A little bit of yellow. And then I think we'll use the white, but just on the path, if that makes sense. Either is fine? Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry, I'm sure you responded earlier. I just totally missed it. How are you, Christina? All right, now we're gonna use our white. No one saw that. I didn't snap that. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait for this new setup with the new overhead. It is gonna be so good. I'm gonna have more elbow, like more arm space on here. Won't be any more risk to me just chucking everything off the desk like last time. Like, it's so good. I rewatched that a couple of times and my stomach just sank every time. Not for like the embarrassment factor, but just like the fear factor of it. I was like, no. Got migraines from chocolate. White chocolate was okay. Yeah, so white chocolate is mostly sugar, so it was probably a caffeine factor. Absolutely. Thanks, Christina. All right, so now number 38. I want to get a little bit darker on this grass. Yeah, white chocolate is quite a bit different from regular chocolate. Now, chocolate doesn't always give me a headache. I did, however, I treated myself to making some of those gluten-free cookies. I did notice more headaches that week than usual, so my guess is that was probably the sugar from the sugar in the cookies, but that was one of those worth it situations. Had to get me chocolate milk because from eating orange chicken. Oh no. Okay. Because that was a funny thing is that Steve was just like, well, should we try and like go out to dinner or order in for Valentine's Day? And I was just like, oh, maybe there's this really good Italian restaurant that we used to go to all the time. And he's just like, oh, we could go there and then you could get such and such a dish. I'm just like, you mean you want to go to the land of gluten? That's nothing but gluten noodles? And he looked at me, he's like, oh, right. Hi, Dominique, you're good. You're just fine. You never lay your eyes precisely when you mean to. We're just working on the front yard. We're doing a little landscaping here. There we go. Not too shabby. Okay, let's get a little bit of... We do have an Olive Garden. Yeah. Does Olive Garden have gluten-free options? All right, number 57. I mean, that's like the land of pasta. I would be impressed if they had gluten-free pasta there. Ugh, I do miss the breadsticks, though. If they could learn how to make those gluten-free breadsticks. They do have the bottomless salad, though, so, you know, that's something. All right, let's... Oh, Deborah, honey. Oh, they do have gluten-free noodles? Can you... Oh, thanks, Rain. Can you, like, request their normal stuff? Of course, then there's the sauces. But can you just, like, request that they do the gluten-free noodles? I didn't know they had gluten-free noodles. Oh, salmon is good. I do love salmon. Well, that's cool. I didn't know that. Maybe we'll look into that because we could get that and get stuff for the kids too, and then nobody will have to cook that night. That's a happy Valentine's Day right there. All right, we're gonna get 61. I didn't know that. Well, and they'd have to make them fresh because, I mean, if I know anything about gluten-free noodles, like, they swell the longer they stay cooked, so they'd have to make them fresh. Not to mention, it's probably not something that's like highly requested, so they'd probably... It's kind of like when you go to a fast food restaurant and you request no salt on your fries, then they have to make you fresh fries. That is cool! I didn't know that! Aw, sounds good, Pickle. Thanks so much for being here. Okay, number 35. I want to go over this just a little bit so it looks slightly more purpley. There we go. Okay, and then we're gonna do the same thing over here. We're gonna add just a little bit more of this 61 at the base of where this starts. There we go. Let's see. All right, let's zoom out for a second. She's coming along, so bright and cheery. Okay, so I suppose because we've done most everything up here, we should shift down and do whatever this thingy is here. So I think that we should keep this. Let's see. Some of this is going to be leaves. Some of this is going to be part of whatever it is. But I'm thinking browns. I'm not thinking golds. I'm thinking like natural colors for it. Aw, sounds good, Deborah. Get some rest, hon. I hope you feel better soon. Okay, I'm going to carefully move this so I don't smack the tripod again. Oof. But if I'm going to move the book up, I need just a little bit more room. There we go. That is the other thing, is with the new fixture, I'm going to have more space here. So like the Big Johanna books, I might not necessarily need to cut out my pages all the time. Yes, we are using Ergosofts. Oh, yeah, Shannon, thank you. That's a good idea. I think we'll do that. Oh, does Anna do gluten-free too? Thanks. Did take to coloring. I want to say your name's Zoe, right? Anyway, but thank you. Okay, so let's do brown here. I think I'm about ready for a new manicure. When the tips start to get worn away, I'm like, it's about time. Mix up the color. All right, so let's start with 76. Okay. So we're just gonna do all kind of natural wood colors. I mean, I suppose you could have done this whole thing in kind of like gold if you wanted to, but we were going for kind of woodsy, leafy kind of stuff here is what our goal was. Okay, let's make these brown. Go. Sounds good, Christina. Thanks for being here. Oh, really? Okay, so yeah, you're totally up in the world of gluten-free stuff. Absolutely. Okay. Go. All right, so we'll do these like we would leaves. These here are going to be blue flowers like this one, as well as this flower here. Hi, Steve.
Hello, I'm done with my meeting.
So, Steve, can I get a bird for Valentine's Day? What if I ask really nicely? What if it's a really cute bird? You know, actually, chat's kind of right there with you. They think I should get a bookshelf instead of a bird. No, no joke. Most of them suggested bookshelf because bookshelves don't poop. Steve, can I get a zebra?
No.
Can I have a pony?
No.
Can I have a capybara?
No.
Yeah, right? A capybara's just sitting in the corner just doing little capybara things. What about a chinchilla?
No.
Oh, Steve says no to the chinchilla. Oh, all-purpose gluten-free. Yeah, I've been getting that measure for measure gluten-free flour by King Arthur. That one's really good. I found that it works really well with recipes. Okay. Now let's go ahead and move on to 73. Steve, can I have a giraffe for Valentine's Day?
And a cat.
Another kitty? Oh no, our current kitty. Hi, Annie. Chat, Steve won't let me get a giraffe for Valentine's Day.
I'm the worst.
What about an army of hamsters?
No.
It could be our new security system.
You know how much they poop?
Okay, an army of hamsters and then an army of hamster poop cleaner-uppers.
What is that?
Bunch of people to clean up the hamster poop. That's not us.
No.
We won't have to feed them. They'll get their own food.
No.
What color should I dye or what color should you dye your hair? Hot pink. Hot pink. I'm still tempted to go completely blue, but actually I recently, work has picked up a little bit and I've been doing more meetings and I have to look professional. So I'm thinking a giant head of blue probably, won't scream that the clients can trust me. Yeah, you got St. Patrick's Day coming up. You could go green. Show up to the Zoom meetings in pajama bottoms and bright blue hair. It'll be good, right? Okay, now we're gonna do number 16. Or go crazy and do like rainbow colors, like all the colors. Okay. And then, ooh, nice, Dominique. I like that. Okay, let's grab number 77. Purple and blue, that'd be a nice transition. Yeah, I remember seeing your blue. So how long, with washing it and stuff, like has it started to fade? How long did it last? Because that's the other thing that's keeping me from doing it is the upkeep. It was so expensive to get my hair done the first time. I can't imagine if I had to go get it re-dyed like every couple of months. All right, so we're gonna use white now. There we go. Oh, I need to do this part here too. Yeah, that's fair. Turquoise, right? That'd be so much fun. Oh, that's not too bad. All right, number 76. Honestly, I probably average washing my hair about every other day. Any more than that, and I can't go much longer than that. Ah, I gotcha. That makes more sense. Wow, your hair must grow really fast then. See, my hair grows so slowly. All right, 73. In the world of roots, that's a friendly thing. But in the world of I want to try and grow my hair out, it's like, oh my God, it's been 2 years. Why isn't this changing? All right, number 16. And then white. Yeah, that my hair is too thin and too fine to go too long without washing. Now, I do have dry shampoo, but even still, yeah, I have to wash it every other day, at least. Any more than that, and it's just unusable. Thinking, yeah, we'll probably go with a blue. All right, so let's do number 3. Do this little jewel here. Tanya had that hot pink hair for a little while. Aw, well, thank you so much for that, Elizabeth. For 5 months, let's get some hypes in chat for Elizabeth, exclamation point hype, or use those handy dandy hype emotes. Congrats on that 5 months. Went natural at the beginning of the first lockdown in March. I'm now natural. In 6 weeks, I have over ½ an inch of new white hair. Oh my gosh. Gosh, I wish my hair grew that fast. Number 3. Oh man, it is just like inching along. It's currently, it sits about like top of my shoulders to bottom of my hair is about this much. So what is that, like 2 inches? So it's like 2 inches past my shoulders. My hair was actually, when I was in high school, you know, ages ago, it's like, oh my gosh, was it really like 20? Oh my God, it was like 20 years ago. More than 20 years ago. I had it all the way down to my hips, actually. Yeah, Yasmin, I'm pretty close right there. Yeah, I have to use dry shampoo on the second day, otherwise I can't get away with it. Yeah, same. I'm exactly the same. Natural highlights, nice. Okay, let's use number 30. Absolutely, Ev, that would be so cool. I'm gonna live vicariously through you with your cool and super fun hair colors, okay? I always thought it'd be kind of cool to do one of those kind of under dye things where like you dye the lower part of your hair. So like when you pull it up in a ponytail, you can see it or when you move it, but then you also have the option of wearing it down and like normal, you know? Like a mullet, but for color. You know, it's business in the front, party in the back. That's how it works, right? All right, number 33, a little bit darker blue here. Okay, and then we're gonna grab number 30 again. Super light. Okay, and then we're gonna use our white. Hi, Sheena, how are you? Okay, we're gonna blend that through because it's also gonna kind of white out those lines a little bit. And then we can take our number 3. Oh my gosh. Exactly. 16 inches. Oh my gosh. Did you do like those locks for love thing or whatever? Okay, so number 3. I think we'll add a little bit of a highlight to it also. Okay. Let's grab, let's see, where is, got this white here. Is this gonna work for me today? Or it could be cranky white. Come on. Come on. Cranky white. Okay, hang on. Let me grab. My pens got all disorganized last time I used them because I'm super awesome like that. Ah, here we go. This will work. Yeah, that's fair. Hold on, I'm trying to find. All right, well then let's try you. Okay, let's try this one. A little bit. Okay, well, those highlights are terrible. I'm probably gonna go back over them and do them when I can find the correct pen to do this. All right, let's see. Let's zoom out and kind of take a look at what we have here. All right, so like I said, today's gonna be the last day with this. We've pretty much done all the elements, so the rest of this will all get caught up for flowers and leaves and building and all of that. Next time we'll do a Johanna Basford one, maybe cast lights. I don't know. I'll need to think about the pencils that we use. Oh, stretch. But it is 3 minutes till. Hold on, I'm thinking about it. Go. Yeah, it would be super easy to take care of it. Yeah, problem is mine has too many natural oils and like makes my hair super oily. But yeah, I think I'll probably add a little bit more darkness on there. You know, obviously I need to do these little bricks and everything. But yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. We'll be live again Friday night. We'll start a new page, something Johanna E. I'll let you all know. Oh, it's okay, Dominique. We'll be here again on Friday. All right, so Evelyn, thank you for your super chat. You're super awesome. Elizabeth, thank you for your 5 months. And Dion, thank you for subscribing. Everyone keep being amazing and awesome. And yeah, have a good rest of your week. I'll see you on Friday, okay? So Friday, woo, will be, be super awesome. Okay, everyone, keep being amazing, and I will see you then, all right? Bye.